going on, my good people? Of course, you can see I'm not outside, just sitting in my garage taking a break. I think the wife almost close to Christmas, so she done brought out the Christmas stuff. But, you know, gotta let your lady do what she gotta do. It's cool, man, because this is 5 years of me being a believer. Believing in Yeshua the Christ. And it's crazy how it happened, right? So this voice kept saying, tell him, tell him, tell him. And I was like, tell him what? Tell him you know me. Tell him you know me. And I was like, what? And so, since we're coming up on the anniversary, this voice inside of me, man, it said, tell them. It said, your audience, go tell them who I am. Go tell them who I am to you. Go tell them you're my child. And I was like, what? And so I did a video on Facebook, man, and I was crying. And man, I'd never show any type of emotion. But this particular day, I cut the camera on. And I don't remember what the hell I said, but I was like, I feel like I was free. And that's what happens when you become a follower of the Christ. You become free. And so I never understood that until 5 years ago. It ain't hit necessarily there yet, but I'll definitely know when it does, because that video gonna resurface again. And so what have I learned from being a believer for 5 years? What have I learned? Well, I got my first Bible at the age of 39. 39. And I learned a lot of valuable things, man, in the Bible. Two things that stood out above all other things was, what is this? Matthew chapter 10, verses 21 and 23. When people realize it is the living God you are presenting and not some idol that makes them feel good, they're going to turn on you. Even people in your own family. There's a great irony here, proclaiming so much love and experiencing so much hate. But don't quit. Don't cave in. It is well worth it in the end. It is not success you are after in such times, but survival. Be survivors. Before you run out of options, the Son of Man will have arrived. That's one of the biggest lessons I learned in 5 years, man. Some people done showed their true colors. People done called me out my name. People done called me a crackhead. People done called me all types of stuff. Like, how you gonna be a crackhead for losing weight? I said, man, people are ridiculous. People are absolutely ridiculous. Another thing that I learned in these 5 years was about the heart. And when we're talking about Yeshua the Christ, you definitely talking about the heart. Because he kept trying to explain to people why Moses put divorce into the law. And Yeshua came back to tell them again. Somebody's going to do this again. This is going to be happening pretty soon, I believe. But maybe in the next year or two, the matters of the heart are going to be extremely important over these next 2 years. Extremely important. So this is the second biggest lesson that I learned in these 5 years of being a follower of Yeshua the Christ. This is Mark chapter 7, one of my favorite chapters in the book, favorite books in the Bible. Mark It's Mark chapter 7. This is 20, verses 20 through 23. This is Jesus. He didn't talk to the Pharisees. He didn't talk to the people. And he didn't even talk to the disciples. The disciples didn't know what the hell he was talking about. Imagine you riding around with these people. Y'all going from place to place. Y'all curing people and saving lives. And some of these people still can't understand what the hell you're talking about. And I found that out. That's a big thing about life. But about the heart, this is what Yeshua the Christ was trying to alarm the people on about the heart. It says, he went on, it's what comes out of a person that pollutes. Obscenities, lusts, thefts, murders, adulteries, greed, depravity, deceptive dealings, carouseling, mean looks, slander, arrogance, foolishness. All these are vomit from the heart. They are the source of your pollution. So when I talk to people, the biggest thing that I've been talking to people about is the source of pollution in their lives. Like the people that they attract. You're attracting something without even knowing that you're attracting something. If you have a deceptive spirit, you're going to attract deceptive people. If you have good intentions for people, you're going to attach yourself to good intentioned people. Like the universe really be calling on how you walk and how you talk. You cannot get past the universe. You can't get past none of this. You got to play this game here fair. That's the name of the game. You got to play this game fair. So when your heart is polluted, man, it's hard for you to progress in life. And I feel the people that I've been talking to, especially about dating, their hearts are extremely hard and they keep wondering why they're attracting other hard-hearted people. You're not going to get a positive out of something that's negative. You're just not. So you have, I tell people, I can't change anybody around. I can't change your wife because your wife ain't my wife. Your wife might be mean and ugly to people. So I can't change your wife, but I want to change, and I can't even change you. All I can do is give you the tools and give you the steps to apply to your own life. And when people see you changing, either they're going to change with you or they're going to get on about their damn business. So when you're making positive moves, always remember, when you see people falling off, that's exactly where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to fall off because they can't see the vision. And I've been learning this, man. When you're moving by a divine light, man, when you just moving in good spirit, when you don't have nothing to do, so you just be a light to people, man. You just be nice to people for no reason. You volunteer. You help people out. You don't say, I did this for you. You should do this for me. You just do it out the kindness of your heart, man, because you're just a kind-hearted person. You just want to see people win. That's when the good things start happening to you, man. Sometimes it takes years to change. And I said it's going to take me 5 years. I said it's going to take me 5 years, man. And after these 5 years, I'm going to give people the evidence of how to change your life. You got to empty out your heart, man. All that vomit that you put into your heart, man, you have to get it out, man. All that spitefulness, all that envy, all that jealousy, you have to get it out your heart to really, truly grow, man. You say you want the partner that you say you deserve, well, go out there and walk like it. Like, it's one thing to say something out of your mouth, but if you ain't acting or walking how you say things out of your mouth, if you don't walk how you say, then you can't have. I mean, it's like me saying, I want $1 million, but I sit at the store all day talking to people who ain't doing nothing. What you say out your mouth and what you do is the reason you don't have. Do or don't do is the reason you don't have. So get that pollution out of your heart, man. Can't nothing come from a hateful heart. Can't nothing come from obscenities, lusts, thefts, murders. Don't nothing come from that. Nothing come from it. So all I'm saying is, man, clear out your heart, man. Get right with God. When you moving in that gun light, man, people gonna call you crazy. I say, ooh, You want to represent the true living God? Boy, people finna call you crazy. What you mean? You think you know God better than me? I've been reading the Bible my whole life. They gonna call you crazy. Let them call you crazy. That's fine. That's okay. Because you got a true connection with the divine creator. You're not sitting here worried about no peasant on earth, man. Peasant on earth can only give you opinions. But God gonna give you the truth. So these are the lessons that I learned, man. Me being a 5-year-old believer, man, you know, I tell people about my belief in God, man. I say I take myself real easy, man, because I'm a 5-year believer, and my belief ain't even went to kindergarten yet. So I'm real easy with myself, man. I'm easy with my path. I'm easy with my spiritual journey, man. And I try, and this is the most important thing, I try to focus on the present and not more so the past or the future. Somebody explained this to me. They basically said, if you had an hourglass, they said the past is where the salt is at the top. And the future is what's trickling down to the bottom. But that little piece in the middle, that's the present. You never get it back. You never get it back. You ain't gonna never get it back. But what you can do is make the most of the present. So your future can be set up in your past. You ain't even worried about it. You're using all the experience of the past to correct your future, but you're doing it in the present. Hey, man, do your thing. Read your Bible. Become a believer. Become a believer in good, man. Become a believer in the light, man. Be a light to people, man. There's some people out here, they experience all types of darkness, man, and they just looking for a light, man. Be a light.